sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday night prime time. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Tigers, 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Ready.
Willis will look to throw it. And that's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Panther 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Now Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action here with Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Penix. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Street, street.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Willis looking to throw it. And he is caught. The 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Buffalo 18.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 5-yard.
Here's Willis. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Penix working out of the gun here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, 44 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Now 2nd and 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Check. Here we go. Check. 70 Lions. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
18 Rattler.
24-yard line.
Ready.
They go play action with Willis. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
8 Warriors, 70, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 19 Lions. Ready,
now Willis to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might have lopped it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Brooks is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Fitzgerald down for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Falcons 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know One big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw, here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Set. Cowboy 8. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready, right?
Willis looking to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Mooney the motion man right. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Number 87. It's a gain of 6. And the Falcons.
And looking to throw, Penix. This pass is caught by London. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This will be caught at about the 6. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
A gain of 5. Brings up second and goal.
Looking to throw, Penix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
14. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Penix. Got a man. It's London. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On the give, here's Robinson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Now London motioning left. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
A gain of 14. First down, Falcons.
A play fake. Now Penix. Throw left side. There's London. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Falcons first down.
They'll throw with Penix. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Pitts. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 14-yard line.
To throw again is Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Robinson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That ball is caught. It's Linden for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Koo for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Panthers 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Up the middle with Brooks here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Come on. Hey.
At the
60
45-yard
Bobcat,
line.
60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
Back to throw, Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down.
Carolina Panther.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. Shreds him with his stick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point safely through. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Falcons 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he's not able to go the distance. He's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. What a return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Quick throw complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
They'll try a run. This is Robinson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Koo now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Panthers 44.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun, here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll run right here with Brooks. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ready? 18, Rattler. Bronco 80.
Willis will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As larger been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Willis to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Malik Willis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Atlanta.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
to the air. Penix.
24-yard line.
That's caught by Pitts. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Hand off now to Robinson. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack that is stopping short of the first.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now they'll audible to something else.
First down, Falcons.
Robinson up the middle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll come up now on second down.
Loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Panthers 31.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Willis to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final try for Willis. Buying time to his left. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Atlanta, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.